Good morning. I'm Paul Lovett, the one who is creating a diorama of Rehoboth Avenue in 1910. It turns out the railroad came from Lewis straight up Rehoboth Avenue almost to the beach, and did so for almost a century. The diorama is being created in N scale. That's small, but it allows me to recreate exact replicas of the buildings that existed along Rehoboth Avenue using photographs that are available from that era. 1910 is really the peak of the railroad era. This is a picture taken about 1905 from the end of Rehoboth Avenue at the boardwalk. You can see at the lower right part of the picture what I call the grassy oval. And if I zoom in here, you can clearly see the engine from the train spewing smoke and steam, and the building next to it is the freight house. The train station itself is behind it, behind that horse there. Now if I pull back a little bit, at the very left edge of the photo, you can see part of a building just behind the street vendor's table with the yellow canvas cover. That is the very back of the casino hotel that has become the Bell Haven. The next structure is a beautiful white residential house, followed by a series of smaller buildings. The green peak there is Stewart's Drugstore, and the twin-gabled building behind it is the Townsend Hotel. From the same vantage point now, you can see the diorama. The center of your picture is the grassy oval, and on the left is the back end of the Bell Haven Hotel, which at that time was the Casino Hotel. I don't have the models built between the casino and Stewart's Drugstore, but there's Stewart's Drugstore, and there is the Townsend Hotel. And if I pan over here to the right, you can see the train station and the engine itself with the freight house beside it. Take a minute to look at this summary. I'm going to present the diorama by a series of 3-minute videos. The one you are watching is video number 1. This is a summary of the future videos that I envision, 7 in all for right now. You can decide which ones you'd like to watch. I'll make a new one available to the museum every few days. Every building on the diorama has a story which could, by itself, be the subject of a video. But that detail is not the intent of this series. What I will do is introduce you to each building or feature as it existed in 1910. I will let you know what is currently at that location. I'll share a little bit about the history of the building displayed, and in some cases, the folks that lived in that building. And I will let you know what ultimately happened to that building. I think you'll find the stories interesting. I'm going to do video number 7 first, because that is a scene that will include the boardwalk, Horns Pavilion, the fishing pier, Hills Bathhouse, Surf Avenue, and other interesting features. That scene, which is table number 3, is nearing completion, and it will be a game changer when added to the diorama. No one will need to guess at where the ocean is. In fact, I'm submitting that 3-minute video with this one so that you can watch it now if you so choose. So let me stop this video and get you started on the series.